I think the police are gonna be on his side if you're stealing.
You shoplifter, you can't shoplift here.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
It's a law, I guess.
You don't shoplift here. Go ahead and watch what happens.
Me in the parking lot.
I can't tell if like she's an age illusionist. I can't tell if she's like early 20s or late 40s.
Stop it!
Even her mom and dad are like, oh, she kind of deserves it.
No! No, no.
Let me go!
Oh god, the demon's coming out?
I don't like it. I don't like it. She's what's that?
He's got her with the holy takedown.
Stop it.
Don't fight him either.
Stop it.
Thanks, referee.
You're being filmed, man. Watch your
Wait.
mouth. Watch your mouth. Be a gentleman.
Who she is, coach? Remember your training. This is not the way of the Force. God bless the cameraman, finally. This dude deserves Employee of the Month here. Graphic warning, that's... Suspect gets naked as meat falls from his pants. That certainly does sound like Florida. If I was confident in their blurring ability, I would watch that, but I'm not.
Sophisticated method.
They just crash the car through the front and just start grabbing shit.
Say is an Melinda Ford, aka Puffy, is about to hit the dressing room of a Bell's department store in Florida.
That's fucking awesome. She's like a kingpin.
Last year we were given access to an unfolding investigation to a crime
Stealing another $40 in shirts.
Sleight of hand, and that's why Sergeant Jim Ostenchek from
Ooh,
the
the
Cole County
Sarge.
Sheriff's Office has spent nearly a
No
month
shoplifter has
tracing
ever survived
Puffy
an encounter with the Sarge.
store to store. Investigators say if they can flip Puffy, they're betting they can round up the returners.
This is like Sly Cooper 2.
The whole booster ring. And radioing their movements to officers outside waiting in the
But how
parking
dangerous is Puffy?
Subjects are now exiting the store.
She learns that Pee-wee's
An
double-crossed her,
unmarked
so she
police
takes her out to like a crocodile-infested swamp with an assault rifle.
Vehicle is moving.
their own share of substations.
We've got you now, Puffy.
Pull over Puffy and Pee-wee right into the station's parking lot.
Puffy comes out with dual katanas.
Puffy is escorted. Police say Puffy finally seems to crack.
Oh, they broke Puffy?
And they've managed
She's
to get her to
snitching?
call everybody in her virtual Rolodex.
Oh,
And
shit.
she's gonna go to them one.
Police
He would be like the only
Now
person
she's
they
signed
don't
as
have
like the
her phone.
lieutenant of the police force.
methodically helping them.
I never thought that what I did was this serious.
Stealing?
It's very serious.
Well,
It actually is an organized crime.
Puffy, who will
I
receive a
mean,
2-year prison
eh,
term plus 10 years of
it
probation.
is stealing. It's pretty.
To work, helping to
pretty
round
well
up
known to not be
dozens
good.
of Suspected returners claim she paid to return stolen merchandise.
Damn, that car is out. Her
Say they
husband
have
just
evidence
left.
that 33-year-old
Fuck you, Carol.
is also one of them. She was
Damn, this is like the end of an Ocean's 11.
24 months of probation.
God damn. Don't tell me it's filmed like this. Much better. Put a finger in his asshole, it'll calm him down. It's like a human cheat code.
You're not getting away from us, dude.
That's what you think. Right now, he's doing a huge brain scheme where he's sweating and getting it all over his body,
We'll hold you here.
making him slippery, and he'll slip right out.
We don't want to hurt you.
I feel like I'm watching the MMA right now with some little ground and pound action, but much slower.
You're going to jail, man.
Please help me.
No, you're going to jail.
He's getting arrested for having a man bun. Yeah, he didn't steal anything, they just don't like the man bun. And it's not a man bun, this is called the top knot, by the way. Hats off to these three dudes for not getting bored of just, like, holding this guy. Little dance with him.
Don't come back to this target, you heard?
He gets hit by a car. Why is it called held at gunpoint? Oh, it's not over yet. What the fuck? This is 12 minutes? What the fuck? What is it? Does he come back to steal more shit? But this time wearing a mask?
Why'd you let him go?
Oh, he lives across the street.
2 minutes.
Well, the cops are a little late. Oh, he went to steal somewhere else? Bro, this cameraman's getting so much action in one night. Send the cameraman in to negotiate.
Target guys, so it's an assault.
Why is he hiding behind a gas pump? You never know what the shoplifting guy is capable of. He might start tossing Molotov cocktails out of the chimney or something. He's unpredictable. Is there even anyone in there? The shop owner looks very calm. And he's just jogging around, hanging out. What is happening? I thought he had taken hostages. He dressed up as the storekeeper. Yeah, like hitman disguise. He knocked out the storekeeper and put on his disguise. Well, where the fuck is he? Is there even anyone in there at this point? They got the wrong address. They meant to go to the Target. Oh, this is fun. Everyone here is having a good time. He flushed himself down the toilet. He's already getting trained by Master Splinter in the sewers now, yeah. He's gonna come out an even stronger shoplifter. There he is! I see him! That's the guy! Run back to the Target. You're safe there. Jesus, they got a helicopter out here for a shoplifter? Shit must be boring as fuck in Sherman Oaks. Finally, some action. I don't care if you only stole 5 packs of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Call everyone, get them all out there. You're about to see a robbery that's extremely nostalgic. It's a brand new robbery, but it elicits a feeling of nostalgia. It reminds me of the first Fast and Furious movie where they were stealing DVD players. These gentlemen are attempting to steal this TV off the wall, which I find super odd because no one really steals TVs anymore. They're very hard to move, they're less expensive than something smaller like an iPhone, and just really don't see a lot of TVs being stolen anymore. But these guys must be like thieves that time traveled from the early 90s to late 2019, and they're just confused by the scary future. But, you know, they see TVs like, shit, they still got TVs. Yeah, boys are back in action, let's steal this bitch. That's probably still worth it. Unfortunately, the security camera doesn't capture any sound, but if it did, you'd probably be hearing the Benny Hill theme being played over the loudspeaker, and this guy right here that's fucking DJ turntabling the TV on the wall shouting for help. Luckily, there was a vigilante in the area hearing the cries, but I guess those windows must be clean as shit because he thought that one was open instead of the broken one next to him, so he hits that like a dog trying to come inside but hitting a glass door. The cavalry arrives and they get their third friend opening the trunk, which is just very overconfident, thinking they're actually going to get this TV off here. And this must be just the slipperiest goddamn glass of all time. It's like they're on an ice skating rink. Now finally, after windmilling the TV for 30 seconds, they finally rip that bitch off the wall and luckily break it immediately so they get nothing out of this, and they keep slipping and sliding all over the place. It's like there's fucking butter on the bottom of their shoes. Then finally the mastermind, the supervillain, the real muscle behind the operation hops in the driver's seat and peels out. They may have left empty-handed, but at least their pride is intact. Their spirits were probably still high, and I imagine they drove away looking for the nearest Radio Shack or Blockbuster to rob next. Let's go through this one more time and watch the slippery bandits in action again. I've mounted a few TVs in my day, but I've never seen one with this kind of range of motion. I've never seen one that you could spin like a fucking washing machine. His tactics also don't make sense because he's going with it, he's trying to like unscrew it and then kind of like kick flip off it. I don't even know if these two guys know each other. This guy comes from way downtown, like out of fucking nowhere for a surprise RKO. I can't imagine that they plan to be this far away from each other. This might just be like a really nice coincidence, like shit, I was trying to rob this place too, fuck it, this guy's already here, let's try and help. Damn, we're not strong enough to help, and it's super slippery. No doubt his hands are sliced up from landing on that glass, but he's a trooper, so he doesn't let the pain bother him. He goes and rips that TV off. At this point it wasn't about stealing it, it was about teaching the TV a lesson. You don't fuck with the slippery bandits. That fucking TV thought it could make these guys look stupid? Unbelievable. No one makes these guys look stupid. I don't know if they got caught or anything, but I imagine if they did, they'd probably just immediately go to jail and hope that the video never surfaces. Like they're in the fucking courtroom. I didn't do it. Well, we have video, you did it. Fuck it, don't show it. I did it. Just please don't show it. It's gotta be real fucking embarrassing. But yeah, that's it. So yeah. Yeah, I'm just pretty fucking mad and wanted to vent. Florida is America's asshole. It fucking sucks here. I have left my house 3 times in the last 4 months thinking that by doing this very simple act that an actual fucking baby could accomplish with minimal whining, that the coronavirus cases would start to slow down, kind of like they have everywhere else in the world. But Florida is full of so many brainwashed, vapid, revolting, idiotic ghouls that it's not only increasing every day, but setting new records every fucking day for the coronavirus here in Florida. We just hit a new record of 15,000 new cases a few days ago. We've been getting more than 10,000 cases a day for quite a while now. Today's actually been an extremely good day. Florida's on the turnaround right now. We're making big moves. Today we only had 9,000 new cases clocked, but we also had a record number of deaths for a single day. So you win some, you lose some. It's a give or take, and hey, we'll fucking take those. We can't stop copping dubskis down here in Florida. Bunch of fucking dumbass ghouls here. Cracked out, methed out fucking idiots in this state that read Facebook and then translate these goddamn stupid memes that someone started that's probably locked in a shit-stained basement and for some reason believe that reptilians are controlling viruses, and now they take it and transfer it to the real world and it actively hurts everyone around. It is such a fucking upsetting circumstance in this godforsaken state, if you can even call it a state. I don't think Florida's a state. This is a goddamn laboratory. And what we manufacture here is coronavirus. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, when's coronavirus going to end? Can't wait for coronavirus to be over. Fuck you. I promise you, for as long as Florida exists, coronavirus will not only exist, but will absolutely thrive. We are a coronavirus farm. More than that, we're a coronavirus fucking personal trainer. We're teaching coronavirus how to become better and more effective by just being really fucking stupid. But, you know, it's not all bad. To be fair, there's actually a lot of good news in Florida. We just reopened Disney World, so, you know, the world of dreams, baby. The Magic Kingdom is in full effect again, baby. So come on down. There's never been a better time to visit Disney World during a pandemic. My dog probably understands more about coronavirus than these fucking stupid people that are out on the streets protesting it and shit. Speaking of anti-mask protesting, let's go ahead and take a look at one that happened yesterday. Let's see what kind of high IQ intellectuals we're dealing with at these protests. So one brave hero opened a grilled cheese restaurant and said, we don't care about masks, you don't need them here. So the police came in because masks are kind of a big deal and said, hey, you need masks. And that's when all hell broke loose. Jesus Christ, blood, tits, and cum was flying everywhere in the restaurant. Children are being snapped in half, taken over the knee, and just busted right in two as the people were shouting, stand down, fighting against tyranny. Something you'd read about in the Bible. Good versus evil, mask versus no mask, the clash of the titans. The abominable anti-mask troglodytes in one unified voice said, we wanted grilled cheese, and we didn't want to put something over our face, god damn it. It is our right as Americans to not wear a mask in a grilled cheese restaurant.
It's wrong what you're doing.
It's wrong, America.
This is America. This is America.
You're not a communist.
This is not communist China.
Now, I'd be a fool to think any of these anti-maskers are literate, so I don't expect any of them have ever read a history textbook, but I find it almost humorous how identical this is to McCarthyism. If those of you that don't know, McCarthyism was pretty much a point in American history where a man named McCarthy would accuse people he didn't like of being a communist, and people are doing that exact same thing with people they don't like that are wearing a mask, or just in general things they don't like. I don't want to do this, that means it's communism. Oh my goodness, what is that over your face? Is that cloth? How can you breathe? You're suffocating yourself, you communist. No, I won't wear a mask, you communist. Guarantee half these people can't spell communism. But I do actually find it interesting how history repeats itself. I know growing up you'd always get told, oh, we have to study history so it doesn't repeat itself, but I always thought that was a load of dog shit because I mean, it didn't make sense to me. Why would history repeat itself? But now I see I was just outright wrong, and it does actually seem to repeat itself, which is pretty fucking wild.
You want to call me selfish for not wearing a mask? I want to say to you, all the people calling me selfish, you're the one who's trying to force me a medical procedure so you can feel more safe.
Chris, I don't only want to call you selfish, I'd also like to call you a homunculus. I think if pathetic was a person, it'd look a lot like you, Chris. Out here striking like an Uncle Sam pose here, calling putting a mask on your face a medical procedure. Yeah, you're not only selfish, Chris, you're also very dumb.
Second that. Listen to this. Stay in your house.
You have a right to stay in your house. You have every right to wear a mask if you want. Don't shove it on me.
Shut
You
that
have
window.
every right.
Shut
You have every right to stay in that house.
Stay in your house.
Stay in your house, Karen.
Shut the
Stay in
window,
your house.
honey. Shut it.
The lack of self-awareness is actually remarkable, calling her a Karen when he's out here dressed like one of those overly handsy middle school gym teachers that eventually gets busted for being inappropriate with the students, and making this huge hoopla about taking 1 second out of your morning routine to put on a mask before going to stuff your fucking face with 3,000 calories at a greasy grilled cheese restaurant. Yeah, she's the Karen, Chris.
This is the kind of thing we're up against. We're up against.
This is a person in her own home. She's allowed to stay in her home. Nobody is coming into her home telling her, be quiet, honey, you're in your home.
Hi, Chris and Tara. You're not actually up against people. You're up against a virus. You see, this fucking misinformation is turning people on each other. Mask versus no mask people, as opposed to the actual issue at hand being the virus. These people like to believe that they're not perpetual failures, but in reality they are, and they're also sheep. They hate sheep, but they themselves are actual, real sheep. They blindly follow mysterious posts on Facebook that somehow always find a way to draw a divide between people. I'm not one to subscribe to many conspiracy theories, but I firmly do believe that there is an outside force manipulating these really gullible idiots like this into transferring the actual issue from a virus to other people. So that way, if you have them distracted and don't give a fuck about the virus, just have them attacking other people, you can just cause a lot more chaos that way. And I really feel like that's the goal with a lot of the shit on Facebook. I really do think Facebook in and of itself is just an actual virus as well. It should be labeled a pandemic too. It is a truly festering, disease-ridden cesspool.
Shut the window, dear.
There's a few more clips from this anti-mask rally, but it's just more of the same diarrhea drivel from someone else's mouth. I think what's even the saddest part about this is more and more people across the world keep laughing at Florida and the people in Florida, and that only cements their belief that they're right even more. It's such a weird circumstance where the more they get mocked, insulted, laughed at, berated, belittled, it makes them more powerful and cements their beliefs even further, which makes absolutely no sense to me. Who likes to get ridiculed? Why? It's weird. It's like people in Florida have a humiliation fetish. Like maybe they're putting something in the water to turn everyone here into some kind of like humiliation craving cuck. I don't really know, but it's genuinely fucking baffling how people can be so content to just get constantly made fun of in every corner of the world. Nobody respects Florida right now, and for very good and very obvious reasons. But those reasons and that actual just laughing at and mocking is making them believe it even more. It's crazy and sad and fucking frustrating, and it's all that's been on my mind for like the last week, so I just wanted to get it all out of my system here and vent about it. That's about it. So yeah, there's not a whole ton to be proud of when it comes to Florida and the people in it. Like half the people here think using sunscreen is going to send you straight to hell. So with that in mind, let's see what Florida people are up to when it comes to coronavirus and the controversial topic of wearing a mask.
You literally cannot mandate somebody to wear a mask knowing that that mask is killing people. It literally is killing people.
Yeah, this is why it's so easy to scam people these days, because everyone just wants to feel special, so they just will believe anything at all that puts them in a category that's different from others, no matter how fucking wrong it is. Like this claim right here, you can immediately disprove that masks are killing people with a 2-second Google search, but it doesn't matter because she believes it. She saw it on Facebook, and now she 100% believes it and will not hear the actual truth. That's why people are buying fucking special rocks that they're told blocks Wi-Fi, which they're told, you know, exposure to Wi-Fi over time will cause your nipples to fall off. And they don't bother to do any research on it. They just stick in this fucking disgusting echo chamber on Facebook and believe things like masks are killing people.
And we the people are waking up, and we know what citizens arrest is, because citizens arrests are already happening, okay? And every single one of you that are obeying the devil's laws are going to be arrested. And you, doctor, are going to be arrested for crimes against humanity.
Whoa, calm down there, Judge Dredd. Jesus Christ, she's out here being the judge, jury, and executioner. Threatening a citizen's arrest, that's serious. You know, citizen's arrest, I think, has been pulled off successfully 0 times in the entire history of that fucking thing's existence. I'm pretty sure citizen's arrest was started as a joke and then they just kept it there as a joke. Threatening to citizens arrest somebody is like threatening to shoot laser beams out of your eyeballs at somebody. It's a threat that you just laugh at.
Every single one of you have a smirk behind that little mask, but every single one of you are going to get punished by God. You cannot escape God. You cannot escape God. I'm gonna say that again. You cannot escape God, not even with the mask or 6 feet. Okay?
Damn, and here I thought I was safe with my 6 feet, but I guess God has an answer to everything, huh? He can counter pretty much every move? What a shame. Well, as you would expect, the majority of people that are against masks think it infringes on their God-given oxygen. Because apparently when they put on a mask, they like suction cup it to their face and suffocate themselves or some shit. I don't know how the fuck they wear a mask unless they're like duct taping it around their face until they pass out. I couldn't tell you. But you're going to see that argument a lot in this council meeting here today.
6 feet, like I said before, is military protocol. You're trying to get the people to train them so when the cameras, the 5G comes out, what? They're gonna scan everybody. We gotta get scanned, we gotta get temperatured. The kids have to go to school with masks. Are you insane? Are you crazy?
Yeah, are you guys crazy? Are you insane? This lady's out here, very knowledgeable, spitting some facts right in front of you. And you have these devilishly crazy ideas like 5G? Like, oh my god. I'm actually pretty sure this lady is an android constructed by Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg himself created her in a lab and just compiled every fucking garbage Facebook conspiracy and belief and put it all into one person and then unleashed her on this council meeting in Florida just to test it out.
I think all of you should be in a psych ward right the heck now, because none of you know what the hell you are all talking about. This is insane. And then you want to open this meeting with a prayer to God. Are you praying to the devil? Because God is not listening to that prayer, because all of you are practicing the devil's laws. What happened to Bill Gates? Why is he not in jail? Why is Hillary Clinton not in jail? Why are all of these pedophiles that are demanding you all to listen to their rules? Why are they not in jail? Oh, is it because you're part of them? Are you part of the deep state?
Your time has expired.
The deep state is going down. And if any of you are in the deep state, you're going down with them.
So the female Alex Jones goes on a full-fledged rant there. Unfortunately, they cut her off before she got into the interdimensional time-traveling psychic vampire werewolves, but I'm sure she'll come back for the next meeting to discuss that. To see this woman in the condition she's in where her brain has been rotted by Facebook is actually pretty sad, if I'm being honest. She clearly takes everything she sees on Facebook at face value, no matter how outrageous it is, fucking bringing up Bill Gates and shit like that. What I'm hoping for, though, is in the next couple months we can see an explosion of the reptilian movement, because at least that shit is entertainingly stupid. Not dangerous, you know. For those that don't know, the reptilian conspiracy is people that believe that there's lizard people among us that hide as human beings, and they'll talk about like zippers on the side of their face and shit like that. The reptilian one is great.
And I'll quote you, Miss McKinley. You said if you don't like the rules, shop somewhere else. Well, after today, I won't have that option anymore, because I am discriminated on every single time I tell somebody that I have a medical condition that does not allow me to wear a mask.
Another passionate speech is given here, and another misguided person is led astray thanks to the internet. As you can see, the person behind her is holding up an anti-vax sign talking about the dangers of vaccines. So, I mean, this is kind of the clientele you're dealing with when you're presenting this kind of shit at a council meeting. But it is sad. And apparently everyone in the entire fucking world that uses Facebook has a medical condition that prevents you from wearing a mask. I guess just using Facebook is a disease in and of itself that inhibits the person's ability to fucking breathe anymore, apparently. It's super weird how everyone who reads that rubbing essential oils in your butthole is gonna heal you of coronavirus somehow also has an unspecified, undiagnosed medical condition that prevents them from wearing a mask out in public. Super fucking weird.
You're not God, and since masks are harmful, where there is risk, there should be choice. You're removing our freedoms and stomping on our constitutional rights by these communist dictatorship orders or laws you want to mandate. Today, you have the ability to show your residents that you truly care. Because if you do vote to mandate masks in a workplace, in public, in schools or stores, the death of many will be on your hands. The overwhelming evidence that is being presented to you today in no way, shape, or form can consciously allow you to put your citizens' health at risk. Voting yes to mask mandates makes no scientific sense.
Yes, some very compelling evidence was being presented today, such as, masks are bad, it's the work of the devil. What about Bill Gates? Are you kidding me? This is God's air. What the fuck is happening? You want to 5G us? Yeah, that's some real good evidence right there. I just can't even fucking wrap my head around it. They convince themselves that they're making good points. It's like they don't even hear themselves talk anymore. It's wild. It's wild. It's like using Facebook over time, like, rips your soul out of your body and you just become like this husk. Like this clueless fucking husk of a person. These fucking people, have they never seen a doctor? And nurses, doctors, in a hospital setting, they fucking wear masks for 6-8 hours a day. These people have probably never put a mask on in their goddamn life. They lack object permanence. Like if you put a handful of dollar bills, like if you put $5 in your hand and put it behind your back, they probably think it's not even there anymore, that it's just fucking vanished. They're like goddamn children. They see a mask over your face and they think you can't breathe. It's so silly.
Keep taking the road of least resistance. Keep listening to the TV brainwashing you from birth. Keep listening to conditioning messages in your local stores while shopping, just like Fidel Castro did over the loudspeakers in Cuba. Don't you see the problem? The truth is out there. Just go seek the truth.
Yeah, the truth is out there. Go seek the truth. As long as it's the truth that I found on Facebook. I always love that sentiment from people like this. Go do real research. No, not that research from like scientists and shit. I'm talking about like actual research, from like Facebook meme pages that are run by a dude in his fucking shit-stained underwear in his 40s. That he actually knows what he's talking about, not these experts. These experts are fucking clueless. They're propaganda machines. And do real research. It's at Facebook.
My concern, since I do have a medical condition that I cannot wear a mask, you are taking food away from my table.
Now that is an absolutely great point. Hey, while you're on your phone, why don't you download like Uber Eats or some shit like that, or one of the million other apps that deliver food to your door. That way you can still get those precious nutrients on your table without being a big fucking nuisance to everyone else around you.
And they want to throw God's wonderful breathing system out the door. You're all turning your backs on it.
Yeah, I found the entire stream, all 6.5 hours, and this is the only time it buffered. It's like what she said was so shocking that even the video itself had to take a pause to process it. Turning our backs on God's beautiful breathing system. What can you even say about that, honestly?
God made it so that we would breathe in fresh oxygen to go to our body, to every cell in the body. It has to have that to make energy. When you wear a mask, the nose is cut off, the mouth is cut off, and you're breathing carbon dioxide over and over and over again. You're not getting the fresh oxygen that God intended. You're sending carbon dioxide to every cell in the body, polluting it.
I'd like to say, in the beginning, God formed man out of the earth and breathed his breath in him, and he became a living soul. And God gave us the very breath that we are to breathe. I would also like to know, where do you get the authority to reduce my oxygen? Who made you perpetrators over my life?
Jesus Christ, there isn't some kind of invisible goblin unit that's stealing oxygen away from you and giving it to the government. It's a fucking mask.
And ma'am, as a doctor, I really have many question marks about your degrees and what you really know, because what you say is the political dogma that they're trying to shove down our throats on every commercial and every store, and it's disgusting. And I'm sorry, ma'am, but I don't think that you are worthy of your credentials. And I would ask suggestively that you go back to school and get educated.
Yeah, why don't you get educated like this perfectly sane woman here who was talking about how God breathed into people's assholes in the beginning of time or something? Why can't you be more knowledgeable and smart like this woman?
To put masks on our face, to keep us from breathing oxygen, to get us to become sickly.
Actual fucking toddlers with a little tantrum. No, I'm not eating my vegetables. No, how dare you make me eat my vegetables? That's not fair. You can't make me eat these vegetables. I don't want to eat these vegetables. Same fucking thing with this mask debacle here.
How can you make a one-size-fits-all mandate? Are you considering the following? I've been a music teacher for 23 years. I need you to tell me, how do I play a saxophone and sing with a mask on? I'll let you think about that.
Checkmate. Yeah, masks are a bad idea. She can't play the saxophone. I don't know why we didn't think of that. How are you supposed to play a brass instrument with a mask on? You can't. It just doesn't work. You're not going to be able to play a beautiful tune. And if it's interfering with the saxophone playing, well, the masks, I guess they just gotta go. Somehow, this was the most sane argument I saw from people at this meeting. I mean, because she's not wrong. I mean, you can't really play the saxophone with a mask on. You'd have to take the mask down and then play it. Everyone else just talked about how they were dying, how the masks were literally making people drop dead in the streets. At least hers was accurate, she's not wrong. You can't play the sax with a mask on. If I'm being honest, all of these people and their words actually did speak to me and open my third eye to a truth. I now understand why insane fucking lunatics like this actually have some level of power and a voice in decision making. It's because they're the only goddamn troglodytes that leave their cave to go to these fucking meetings. This meeting lasted 6.5 hours, and the only people there were anti-vaxxers and anti-maskers. These fucking brainwashed idiots that still believe the tooth fairy is real waited 6.5 hours just to go walk up to a mic for 30 seconds and regurgitate what they read on Facebook while being laughed at by the people they're saying it to. A normal, rational person will be like, well, 6.5 hours just to speak for 30 seconds and, get made fun of. Probably not worth the time investment. But these fucking people lack even the most basic cognitive functions to register what boredom is. So they will happily wait 6.5 hours just to read some garbage script off their phone they wrote while fucking half blacked out on Xanax and wine. And then it's incredible to me. And incredible is the wrong word. Terrifying is the appropriate word. These speeches are like fucking middle school debate club level shit. But yeah, anyway, that's about it. See ya.
The hacksaw blade into the jail and hidden it in a book in the law library.
How did you know about that?
Gotten a whole hacksaw blade, just wasn't up to it.
Luckily, one of the prisoners had smuggled dynamite into one of the books in the library. When that didn't work, we decided to use the other book that had a high-powered laser in it.
I started to work on... We knew the guard towers weren't manned at night.
That'd be like the #1 time they should be manned. What do you mean?
It was a chance we had to take.
Yeah, we only look in the guard towers 30 minutes every day from like 3 to 3:30 p.m.
We weren't able to
After that, we just call it a fucking day. They're not going anywhere.
We have to take our chance.
I like that tattoo you got. Let me see.
Yeah, it looks like Lil Xan now. What's your SoundCloud?
Levi, hey, who's that?
Let me stop. I can't move.
Fuck it, just lock him in there. Tell on him and you might get your sentence reduced. I bet the next arc in this anime is he goes on like a strict diet for like a month and then they try again.
Chance of getting through.
Little did we know there was a pit up ahead with sharks underneath it. We could have never planned for this. Yeah, these are real stories. Well, it'd be really boring if they were made up stories. If I was gonna make up a prison escape, there'd be bombs, fairies, and elves. Not fucking smuggled hacksaw blades in a vent.
I figured that if I covered myself with hair grease, I might just squeeze through the venting.
Well, why not just stop eating so... You're in prison, how are you still fat? Are you smuggling birthday cakes in or something?
With a steel bar, but it would be far too noisy.
Just eat less.
I had an idea.
I decided to try and get some butter from the kitchen to grease myself up, Ed Nettie style.
Smeared my body with hair grease.
Levi, rub some sunscreen on me, it's gonna be hot outside. Man, this teamwork. It's like a fucking football locker room right now. Pats on the ass, sunscreen, lube up. My god.
The soil was real soft.
This dude couldn't even fit through a fucking ventilation shaft. You're gonna have to dig a hole like halfway to China to get this guy under.
Facebook page that said "Free Levi."
Oh, that's not suspicious. People say that whenever someone goes to jail. It doesn't matter who it was. If Adolf Hitler was arrested today, there'd be a whole hashtag Free Hitler on Twitter. Fucking true crimes lovers. Flicking their bean to serial killers? You kidding me? I wonder what the policies are on interrogations like this in interviews.
Where were you going?
Like, how hard can you go? Obviously, you can't beat them up or anything, but can you make them really uncomfortable?
I started to put more pressure.
Like, could you just get naked and start touching yourself and say, the only way you make me stop is by telling me the truth or something?
I started noticing.
I imagine there's got to be codes against it. Well, maybe put guards in the watchtower at night.
He was taken to the sheriff's office.
Could have avoided the whole thing.
Placed into an interview room.
Meanwhile, he's just living in a shitty house. He's starting to pay rent. Reassimilating into society.
But I knew I had to move on.
So I went back to the prison and got a job as one of the guards. I'm still working there to this day. They have no idea.
While he was eating, I continued to talk to him about
I laced it with
Rondell
truth serum.
Reed's possible destination.
I asked him if he thought I was cute, and he couldn't lie to me.
Burglaries and possession of drugs.
God, he looks like the world's most degenerate porn star. Like that uncle that you never want to see again.
So it's where they put. I learned he gives stock tips to guards for favors.
This one's looking really good.
Who the fuck would take stock advice from a prisoner?
That was one way that he stayed on.
As if the prisoner wants you to make money while you're keeping them there in their shit like that. Oh yeah, you should invest all your money in what is the rubber band animals? Yeah, it's on the come up.
One of the guards he gives stock tips to owes him.
So he gives him a hacksaw and a gun and a bar of soap.
Hold up. Arms up. The carts we
Is this a Nintendo Switch in your butthole? How many times do I have to tell you?
Sometimes.
Ain't gonna be easy.
Which is why we asked one of the guards who I give stock advice to if he could give us a golf cart to traverse it a little bit faster. He said yes. Wouldn't that look a little suspicious?
No one can see what we're doing.
What are the prisoners doing in there? Oh shit, I can't see. They built it like Legos in there.
So we used. The guards can't see us cutting.
How nice of the prisoners to build these battle forts.
Get some peanut butter and smear it on the cut mark.
Why would that work? Hey, you guys having a peanut butter party in here? Why is there peanut butter all over the window? And I wasn't invited. What the fuck? You guys know I love peanut butter.
It's useless.
Luckily, we brought peanut butter with us.
It's the mobile patrol. I pray he doesn't see us.
How would he not see you?
If we're spotted, it's all over.
Unless he's drunk driving or driving with his fucking eyes closed. What the fuck is the point in the mobile patrol? Why even have the fucking ice cream man drive around? What is he looking for? Them standing up waving at him? Of course they're gonna be laying down. Why wouldn't he look down? Oh, hello, mobile officer. Yes, I'm trying to break out.
Fences. A couple of seconds after the pop, a guard comes out.
Sounded like prisoners breaking out. Must have been the wind. Well, you don't have to, like, Hollywood stuntman it. You can just get through casually and not risk the injury. I did a backflip over the fence.
And one of our K9 units had been activated. Within minutes, we...
I love the way they talk about police dogs. It makes them sound like fucking Terminators. The K9 engaged kill protocol and took to the air.
What?
Ooh.
We're at a highway near Enfield.
Ooh, that could have been a really smart play from these guys. I don't know how dogs hunt prisoners, but what if they just stopped and, like, pissed? Like, down the opposite way they were going, you know what I mean? Just really throw them for a loop.
Immediately I started to contact...
Or maybe a dog's nose is, like, fine-tuned enough to know the urine from body. I don't really know. That's a really good... Now that could work. They had so much peanut butter, they should have rubbed it all over themselves so the dogs could never find them. Well, dogs love peanut butter. Maybe they'd find them even faster. I don't really know, but that would have been smart. Do I think I'd be able to successfully escape after watching these? Fuck no. Are you kidding me? The only way I'd even attempt escaping is just sexual favors all the way up the food chain until they just say enough is enough. Let them out.
Look at this. We got 2
Fuck all
fingers.
this. Run 5 miles after cutting 3 gates using peanut butter and a hacksaw.
I'm that no one is hurt.
Oh, you know it'd be a really smart play as well. What if they, you know, they couldn't find a vehicle or anything and they don't want to be violent, so they steal one of, like, the Play and Trade or GameStop mascots' costumes, like the Sonic the Hedgehog full-body costumes, and just hold signs on the street. Everyone ignores those people. Damn, I wonder how far you could get with that strat. They got really lucky, though. The fucking prison guards back at the prison were on, like, easy difficulty. The AI was set to the beginner mode. Fucking mobile transport searchlight cops somehow didn't see them.
Rattan took off running to my right, and Vanderveer took off running to
Well,
my
not the
left.
most athletic of escapes, but
Two agents
I guess it's
inside
working.
Instinctively.
What was the point in fixing your guns on the door if you weren't going to shoot them on sight? At that point, why not just have tasers there and tase them when it comes open?
The message that the inmates received out of this, and the message that is sent to them, is that, you know, you may leave, you may escape, but we'll get you.
That's not the message you want to send to them. Our prison sucks, and there's a good chance you'll figure out how to escape, but we also might get you if you do. Watch court cam. Is there new court cam that I've missed? Let's see. I'll just go through here, I think. This might be easier. Man tries playing mind tricks with the judge. Ah, so he encountered a Jedi. Is that Nicolas Cage?
Hall is here for driving under the influence and driving with a suspended license.
He looks like the kind of guy.
Sir, I haven't said for the court how I'm appearing today, sir.
I'm not asking you yet.
What does that mean? I can see how you're appearing. Like a meth addict.
Sir, today I'm appearing as the agent and settler for David Hall.
Oh, he's cosplaying.
Okay.
My name sounds exactly like the defendant's, and I'm here to settle that matter today.
Oh!
So are you and David Hall one
Interesting.
I'm not a person, I'm an individual. David Hall is a person, I am a private individual.
Hall's legalese
Interesting.
is unconventional, to say the least. But the judge
He's got us backed into a corner.
Man, individual. And I don't think you understand the difference between a person and an individual.
Could you appear as a 19-year-old boy, perhaps, if I asked you to?
Correct.
Just starts transforming his face like a polyjuice potion.
And even the person's bond today, the $10,000.
Damn.
Is the settler of the
Slap the whole family.
And the person continues to drive without a driver's license.
Quick, substitute in somebody else.
$10,000.
This time you're Martha Cranberry.
Is a violation of his original bond. All versions of David Hall must remain in jail unless he can come up with the cash.
Well, is there any other? Are you asking me as the settler, the agent?
Hey, he's getting fucking blasted. Judge is bending him over and biting his fucking asshole off.
Okay, I am not the person, David Hall. Tell him he's not leaving jail either. All right. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Come on.
You have to be a really insufferably fucking dumb asshole to think sovereign citizen is a real thing. Just as a heads up. Thanks to the resub chills. It never works because it's not a real thing. If you say you're a sovereign citizen, you just get laughed at. Let's see what the most dramatic moments are. He's even got merch made. That was pretty cool.
Please be seated.
Accused of killing 2 teens in 1993 when he was just 16.
Holy shit.
At that time, which became a key piece of evidence for the prosecution.
The court has received.
So did he actually kill them or what?
Indicating that they've reached a verdict.
Villegas has been on trial 3 separate times for this crime and has maintained his innocence throughout. After spending 18 years in prison, that verdict was thrown out in 2013.
Holy shit.
Because of ineffective assistance of counsel. He has remained out on bond as he awaited a 3rd trial. During that time, he fathered 2 children.
What the
fuck? The prosecution continued to insist on his guilt.
Verdict Form B. We, the jury, find the defendant Daniel Villegas not guilty of...
Hey! Oh, okay, so that had a happy ending, assuming he didn't actually murder anyone. If he did, then that's not good. We'll need to, have a hard think on that if that happens to be the case.
16 years old.
Good luck, teacher.
He fucking did it! It only took 18 years of his life.
Madison's been convicted on 3 counts of aggravated
Jesus
murder
Christ.
for the killing and mutilation of 3 young women in Ohio. As part of the hearing,
I thought these were gonna be goofy. These are fucking heavy. Jesus Lord.
Right now, I guess we're supposed to, in our hearts, forgive this clown.
No, I hate that perspective. You don't forgive people like that. It's not empowering. It's not just demonstrating strength to forgive a murderer. It's ridiculous. Oh, fuck. That was a great jump. His airtime was nuts. He fucking took off.
Van Terry is released without charges. A short time
Thank
later,
God.
County Judge Michael Madison is sentenced to death and will now live on Ohio's death row. We start things off at the
I am so glad that guy
County
didn't get
Family Court
charged.
in Kentucky.
I am so fucking glad.
Domestic violence order
I
filed
hate
by
when
a
like you
husband
lash out
against
at someone
his
like that and you get charged for it. It's fucked up.
I haven't done anything to this court.
Is she gonna lunge at him too? Fucking take off.
For contempt of court. Make any difference.
You will serve 10 days for contempt of court. You go now.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Make it 11 days.
in a legal process.
She handled that really well. Damn, people really, like, lunge.
No, I'm not. I'm not under oath. All right, raise your right hand when I swear in.
Ooh! Blasted, get pranked. Oh, we've seen this. I recognize this guy now.
You threatened my life the other day.
I remember this. We did see this one.
I am not under oath. This is being done unconstitutionally.
I don't remember what he does.
My kids unrightfully. So that being said,
He's driving a hard case.
no, do you want to be here or not?
The judge is handling this very well.
Wants to sit here while you take their kids. This is a conflict of interest. Can I get some water, please?
Do you want to suck his dick for the water?
I don't know. I need you to answer.
He's so
Head
patient.
to the Cook has accepted a plea deal that will drop a conspiracy charge, which carried a maximum penalty of life in prison. But counts
What?
of carjacking, attempted carjacking with a deadly weapon, and felony battery are still in play.
Damn, that's huge. I didn't know conspiracy was that seriously taken.
There was an orchestrated ambush, and you are a main part of that. And for that,
Oof.
I'm going to go ahead and adjudicate you guilty of all 3 charges.
Oh!
Sentence you to 20 years in state prison.
Damn! I mean, it is really avoidable. Don't set up an ambush. Like, it's super easy to avoid.
More severe than they expected.
Exit Prime Bomb.
It turns out that Cook and her mother's reactions were so intense because they believed the plea deal meant no prison time.
That's how they get you.
Judge Foxman
That's
allows her
that's
to enter
plea
a
deals in a
plea
nutshell.
deal. Cook's sentence is reduced to 11 years in prison.
Ah. Okay, so only over half of her entire life so far.
Where public defender Andrew Weinstock and his client are
To be fair, sounds like she deserved it though.
Defender, public defender.
Match with someone on Tinder, set up a robbery. That's fucked up.
I'm not waiting.
That's not like a mistake you make. That is you being a psychopath.
I don't need your help.
Wow.
You know what? I'm the public defender. I have a right to be here, and I have a right to stand and represent sit my down. clients.
Damn.
If you want to fight, let's go out back, and I'll just beat your ass.
Oh,
They both
it is.
head to the hallway
What?
behind the courtroom, just out of the view of the court's cameras. Believe it or not, they get into a physical
Holy shit!
until Judge Murphy returns to the courtroom alone.
That is about the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen.
I will catch my breath.
So you're fucking, who's this, Judge Murphy? You're telling me the public defender got to square off against the judge in a legally orchestrated pugilistic fisticuff showdown at whatever this is, a Judge Judy dispute here or whatever, and the judge actually beat his ass and the cops didn't intervene at any point? That's incredible. That's fucking incredible. Judge Murphy, I want to see this guy. Is he jacked? Florida, that sounds about right. Florida Judge Murphy. Come on. Oh, come on. Who is this mystery man? What the fuck? No, they removed him? Total lack of self-control. Come on. This is exactly how it should be. You got beef? Let's fucking settle it. That's great. I just want to see him, man. I'm not his fucking attorney. I just want to see what the guy looks like. Will he pop up in images? No way. This is what he looks like? This guy threw hands? He wasn't dealing with like a pushover. Like, this is a big boy. God damn. All right. Hey, hats off to him. Trial by combat. He's got that old man strength.
I would like to get it done as fast as possible.
Good answer.
Doesn't help me.
Now, if you can beat the judge in the fight, we'll reduce it even
By the
further.
Florida Judicial Qualifications Commission who charged Judge John Murphy with threatening to commit violence.
It wasn't a
against
threat. Sounds like he
public
followed
defender,
through.
engaging in a physical
there
altercation
it
with
is.
counsel. The case eventually reaches the Florida Supreme Court, which orders the immediate suspension
Man,
and permanent removal
fuck that.
of Judge Murphy from his post.
Thanks to the resub, humongous. If you can beat my goddamn lawyer in a fight, he wasn't a good lawyer in the first place.
Washington. In the
You beat my
courtroom,
lawyer,
Judge
you
R.W.
beat me.
Buzzard.
That's fine.
There's just neither of them.
Oh, Steve from Blue's Clues is out.
Judge Buzzard springs into action. And it's on.
Like the judge is going after them on
The
foot
two
himself.
escapees are in handcuffs and prison-issue sandals.
Oh, he ate shit. He's like the Terminator
As
out
does
here.
this bright orange clue here.
He's just slow riding
They
it.
made it to the third floor.
Uh-oh. Here he comes. Man, this guy loves
And now to the
justice.
second, just one floor away from freedom.
Oh god.
Buzzard is gaining some ground.
Judge Buzzard! About to fucking eat him! Oh!
The judge tackles the lagging defendant just outside the
Damn
exit
it.
to the building. Both have second-degree escape added to
Yep,
their
there you go.
charges.
I didn't try to escape to get out. I tried to escape to get well, and I tried to do what I could, do what I could do to get my drug addiction.
What?
We're heading out to Jackson, Michigan. to the
Okay.
Fourth Circuit
I mean, I guess
Court.
that makes sense. He was just running from the courthouse to rehab. He didn't want to wait.
This man, Jacob Larson. This incident's a violation of a restraining order against Jacob.
All those messages were like, a lot of them were like last year. I mean,
Man, you really can't afford like a usable camera here. This quality is abominable. It's like a fucking picture of Sasquatch.
4 months earlier.
Yeah, I know, but it's like this, like, fatal attraction.
Are there even people here? This is just like a video game glitch, like when you go out of bounds.
You know what? I told you to leave her alone. And apparently that.
Oh, please fight again. God damn it, I want to see it again.
Today, you're going to jail for You and her are all. You know what? You got a bad attitude. You had a bad attitude last time you were in court. Okay? You and her are buddy. Y'all get along.
He's probably fucking your girl. What do you think about that?
County jail. You want to go for a year? Try it right now.
Do it.
One more
He's bluffing. He doesn't have the power.
Over Facebook. You're going to jail for a year in the county. 365 days county jail. Can't do that.
What do you mean? It's crazy how many people say you can't do that. He's the fucking judge. Like, what do you mean? This man can tell you you have to stand on a corner with your butthole flexed in front of a traffic light if you wanted to.
Put your hands behind your back. Get to know you all too much. That's all right. 93 days.
It holds true. The quickest way to tell when someone's an insufferable asshole is when they call themselves a good person or a nice person. That's how you immediately know that you will never like that person, and they certainly are not good or nice.
As he pulls out what appears to be
He's going in!
no one seems to notice until
He's making a statement.
shockingly he lights up. And this time it's noticed immediately.
Hey, we the people deserve better.
Oh, what a hero. My man.
We the people deserve better.
And on that day, weed was legalized.
Taken away by the court officer, slapping Boston with a disorderly conduct charge, as well as another charge of possession.
But he can sleep easy at night knowing that he was on the side of justice and brought change. The joint that changed everything.
There's a lot of things that you can do, and your life doesn't have to be over.
It is a useless law, but that was such a fucking dumb idea. Like, what did he expect? My god, he's so brave. That's it, I'm changing the law right now.
Apparently here's some snickering from Casal's family sitting in the gallery.
What the fuck?
You can go too. Whoever can sit here at a tragic moment like this and laugh and smile.
No, throw her in jail, fuck that. If I was a judge and heard that, she'd be going right to jail, fuck her.
You cannot come down
What
to
a
the
piece
Frank
of
Murphy
shit.
Hall of Justice. Ma'am, you are being taken into custody for criminal contempt. Your disruptive
Oh, fuck
and
yeah.
disrespectful behavior disrupted today's proceedings, and you, ma'am, are going to the Wayne County Jail for 93 days for direct
Woo!
contempt.
Now that's what I'm fucking talking about. Well,
Orders restored.
it's been a while since I've had a full-blown justice boner, and that just triggered it. I wish it was more than 93 days, though.
Donna seems to have learned a serious lesson from just one night behind bars.
Don't you fucking dare let her out.
Miss Carson, is there something you'd like to say?
Yes, I deeply apologize.
In fact, laugh at her. Laugh at her. Laugh in her face. A hearty belly laugh. Ho ho ho. Ha ha ha. Judge reprimands father of 40 children. Holy shit. 40?
Next, we're in Miami, Florida, where Judge Nushin Saifi is about to
Thanks for Brian
recognize a
Christ.
familiar name on her bond hearing docket.
Johnny Ray Smith Jr. Oh my God.
These two have a storied history, and you're gonna hear all about it. In that same case, Smith revealed to the court that he had fathered more than 30 children.
God damn.
Remember, she was pregnant and she had another kid, so I'm at 40 now.
Holy shit. All of a sudden, two people in the chat are like, wait a minute. It's my dad.
No, listen. I never went back to the house. I never called.
You didn't listen to anything I said.
No, I did. I left.
She seems a little interested. She's playful with you. You might be looking at another 10 children coming up soon.
Smith's charges today,
as well as the allegations before the court at this point in
Just
time.
make it clear that my history with him is as a judge.
Mr. Smith.
You're not staying there, correct?
So what is he here for? Just to like brag about how many kids he has?
Mr. Smith, just
Ditched
answer
her with
yes
2
or no.
kids. Condoms, use them.
Okay.
That's
Thanks for
fucking
being a
nuts.
fan of Court Cam.
40 kids. Holy shit. Man caught with drugs in the courtroom, huh?
filled with some kind of powder. He's not entirely sure what it is. So he has it tested.
He snorts it.
It turns out to be cocaine.
Jackpot.
So the court...
Are these the potential suspects?
And this man steps up to the gate. Watch closely as he moves his hat. One more time.
Why would he bring cocaine here? And put it in his hat, of all places, the worst place to put it.
Thanks for being a fan of
What
Court Cam.
a fucking horrible idea. That's like the one place and one hiding spot you would never want to use. Man gets 100 days for sassing the judge. Good. Let's see the sass.
So I'm gonna raise the bond
I hope
to
he earned
5,000.
it.
I actually have a car that I'm trying to sell on Craigslist.
Stop talking. I'm gonna give you a public defender.
Hey, he was just trying to sell his car.
Next up is Michael Ray.
He committed a crime just to plug his car.
4 charges.
The county's requesting $25,000 full cash.
Hey, thanks for the 5 gift subs. Everyone loves Ray. Thank you, Ray.
You think that's funny?
I think it's hilarious.
Sarcasm won't get him a reduction, and the judge lets him know it.
I was lucky I didn't hold him in contempt.
Ray just had his bond doubled,
Nice, let's triple it.
but as he re-enters the hallway,
And then he can negotiate it down.
Bring him in.
This guy's watched way too many anime moments here. He thinks he's like really badass.
Ray's language isn't the only thing to upset the judge. According to court officials, the defendant also gave her the middle finger, when, sure enough, Ray comes back for more.
Here he comes. Sir, I'm holding you in contempt for what you did.
What you holding me in?
And so...
You shut it, man.
All right, you can take it
That's right.
That felt like something right out of GTA RP.
He's done.
I think we need to.
Yeah.
Can we bring him back?
Yes.
What started out as 4 serious charges has grown into a grand total of 10.
Nice, go for 20. Don't be a bitch.
Yeah. No, I figure that's just a
That definitely cut deep on the lawyer being called useless like that.
Thanks for being a fan of
He
Court
didn't like
Cam,
that.
where it's very early on a Sunday morning, and all is quiet until.
Oh shit! I was expecting that, but I thought it was gonna be like a garbage truck.
Their pickup right through the front of the building to steal an ATM machine just off camera.
Oh.
This is just
Oh,
one
wow.
of a series of recent
Oh,
break-ins involving
I see.
ATMs just as the truck hits the gas to dislodge the ATM. With nothing more than what appears to be a bare cash deposit box,
Nice.
thieves come up empty and drive off.
What do you mean empty? They were there for that little
3
box.
days later, after the courthouse boarded up the windows,
This is some fucking straight up Tom and Jerry shit.
finish the job. Angel Lopez, Thomas Ortega, and Toby Perkins are arrested and charged with theft.
Could they have woken the guy in the top left up for his mugshot at least?
Their lookouts. Thanks for being a fan of Court Cam. Subscribe to
Holy
A&E
shit. So they actually did get money out of them? Isn't it extraordinarily difficult to actually break into one of those? Like, here, let me see. What would I type in to find that? Defendant throws backpack at judge, and throws is capitalized, caps locked. Must be a hard
Our
throw.
next stop is the Cleveland Municipal Courtroom of Judge Marilyn Cassidy in Cleveland, Ohio. He walks up alone, carrying a backpack.
Full of bricks. Just to launch at the judge. Oh. Uh-oh. Ah! So it was right. He isn't going to do any of that. He's just going right to jail. He didn't lie. How close was the throw, though?
By hurling his backpack at her.
Oh, not even close. Hit the
judge
desk.
quickly ducks, and meanwhile, Carson punches public defender
Ooh.
David Eidenmiller, who just happens to be standing there in the back of the head. He's then tackled by the
I
large
bet
man
David
in the
feels
white
real
shirt.
silly.
His court officers come streaming in to help.
I better get out of the way of this potential danger. Shit, I walked right into his fist.
And that big mystery man who came flying out of his seat and over the defense
Stone Cold
table to
Steve
take down
Austin.
Carson? Well, that's Cleveland Police Union President Steve Loomis.
Oh, I was
Just
close.
happened- He's eventually subdued, cuffed, and led out of the courtroom. He's charged with contempt of court and sentenced to 30 days in jail.
Only 30, you
Thanks
know?
for being a fan of Court Cam.
You know, only 30 days for launching a backpack and punching an attorney? That's, you know, it could have been worse. That's almost a fair trade right there. Like, you know, he kind of came out on top of that transaction, really. Man escapes from courthouse in handcuff. Man, this happens so often. Oh, good move.
Away from security and re-entered the courtroom.
He picks the locks on the handcuffs.
He strips off his prison-issue shirt.
Wait, what? He actually got the fucking handcuffs
and
off?
uses it to hide his handcuffs. He makes it to the
Oh,
hallway, and
wow.
after a quick look around, and continues barefoot through the courthouse.
This guy just doesn't give a fuck.
He makes his way to the lobby until he exits straight through the front doors. But within 2 hours, police catch up with him
he didn't get
hiding
very
at a
far.
friend's house.
He went right to a friend's house, huh?
Immediately taken back into custody.
He looked pretty smart there for a minute with that shirt play. I'll go to the one place they'll never expect me to. To my mom's house. It's too obvious, they'll never check. Man tries to escape courtroom.
Next, we head to Jefferson
Thanks
County
to Tier
Circuit
1
Court
Nick.
in Louisville,
The
Kentucky.
prime suck.
You are on the record.
Once the testimony concludes, the camera, controlled by Judge Barry Willett, remains locked on the empty witness chair as the judge announces his decision.
And then a ghost comes in.
In its entirety.
That flash across the screen was Woodford making a run for it.
I was able to pick up on that. I was able to piece that puzzle together, actually. That the man running was probably the
Can
guy.
be heard pleading with her boyfriend to stop.
Yep. I'm a huge Mass Effect fan, except for the ending of 3.
Deputies,
The ending
she
is
was
terrible.
caught up in the tussle to stop Woodford from escaping.
Thanks to resub T-. And I'm not sure, I'd have to think about it.
Well, that's a first in 19 years on the bench. She did tackle him on the way out. Are you okay?
He sounds like Winnie the Pooh.
Woodford's girlfriend requests
Oh, well, I guess he did try and escape.
What happened to her?
How about some honey?
record in the Woodford.
Man gets tased in court while trying to clear his name. Ah, that sounds cool.
We now head to the Nesbitt Courthouse in Anchorage, Alaska.
That they had screwed me out of a plea deal, that the state had falsified evidence, and
Oh,
now they're lying
it's a
about
grand
everything
conspiracy.
to cover it all up, and that's just the beginning of it.
The game pilot and tour guide is seeking to clear his
Jesus,
name
he's even
in
got a map.
decades-old conviction.
That is another felony.
I don't think you're gonna get these felonies to work.
Because somebody has to.
No matter how hard you stomp. Oh shit. Oh god. The taser wasn't on the map! Is that the judge? That looks like Slender Man. Who are we zooming in on here? Is that a cryptid?
The judge opts not to intervene and leaves the court.
I've had enough with you crazy Alaskan people. I'm going home.
Haig's attempt to clear his name continues.
I think he did a pretty good job of clearing his name, if I had to guess. Like, I don't, you know, I don't think they're gonna continue to look at him as a bad guy. I think he, overall, pretty good mission. Yeah, I mean, he took the map right out of Dora the Explorer's backpack, but it wasn't enough to convince the old judge there. He still got fucking blasted. Judge makes everyone go to jail for 30 days. Really? He was having a bad day.
Back of the courtroom is Ingrid Bird,
Hey,
the
Ingrid.
defendant's wife. And sitting in the row directly in front of her is the victim's mother,
Uh-oh.
Peggy Gabbard.
Ingrid's about to go
Ready to
nuts.
begin the blocks.
Oh, Jesus, Ingrid! She just got clobbered. Whoa, boy. Whoa, now.
Defendant's wife.
Oh, did she get involved too? She's like 70 years old.
Red purse, I told you to come up here. Put him right there.
Ooh, the whole class is getting fucked.
Alone for your mind if you think you're going to try to stop anything in court. We got bailiffs in here to do it. And you're sitting in there in jail right now.
And where were those bailiffs, William? What do you mean?
Handcuffs, this is insane.
What?
The incident ends with at least 4 people being charged with contempt.
They were so behind.
Mother, Peggy Gabbard. The defendant, Shane.
This guy had to completely separate them.
If you don't get 6 months in jail.
Damn, William just said, I want to feel
fan
big
of
today.
court cam.
I want to feel real big. I'm going to send this 90-year-old woman to jail for 30 days. See if she lives. That'll teach you to try and protect your daughter.
The teen addresses the court.
I would like to fight for myself.
Uh-oh.
It appears this young defendant
Uh-oh.
play Perry Mason, but Judge
Pulling a
Williams
page out of
decided
Onision's playbook.
That's a good idea.
Very good, very
That's not a
good.
smart play. New York Yankees, and you've never even learned how to play baseball.
That's fine.
Yeah, but he goes on Reddit sometimes. Let him do it. Yeah, why can't we just let my son go to jail real quick? Fuck it. I don't even want to try.
My job requires that I protect your constitutional rights. You as an American citizen.
Oh god, he's going in. Holy shit, he's going raw.
Stupid to know
Whew.
that what I'm trying to do is protect you. Then
Oh
let me
boy.
spell it out for you.
Teen sues parents. Good.
It's a broken family dynamic.
And a good camera at this courthouse. Very interesting.
And I'm asking the court to help her in this very difficult situation because they have.
The dad just wrote down, no chance.
And I believe that they are being negligent.
Nope.
And irresponsible.
Will not help.
These statements that they.
Uh-oh.
One of the
So it's a
driving
boy
forces of
thing,
this
huh?
Is that mom and dad don't approve of Rachel's boyfriend.
Why, does he
Her attorney
drive a
read the
sports
transcript
bike?
from a phone call made by Rachel's
Smoke
mother,
cigarettes?
Elizabeth.
Isn't this case thrown out? She's 18.
You're a real winner, aren't you? I really just want to all over your face right now. Anyway,
Oh, I see.
have a nice life.
Jesus, okay,
It
well
has
then.
some strong words for the plaintiff.
That's a weird thing to say to your parents. I want to shit all over your face. It's like an Xbox Live insult.
Where the mother is calling the daughter the same kind of name. So I would go.
The mother threatens to shit all over her daughter's face.
They're the ones who raised this child. This is the language that they're using in their household.
Interesting. So who's shitting on whose face then? The web runs deep.
Are we going to,
A family that shits together stays together. In case any of you have been feeling a lack of self-esteem or a bit hard on yourself, I wanted to show you a video that will prove that no matter what's going on with you, you will never be as pathetic as the man I'm about to show you. This is a video that I've thought about for quite a while now. This happened in 2013, and I'll think about it and just remember, you know what? At least I'm not that guy. And hopefully it'll do the same for you. So this is an attempted robbery here by the Hamburglar. He's doing us the favor of showing us his face before putting his mother's pantyhose over it. And then he comes back into frame looking like fucking Goofy here, about to commit a felony. He's got a brick armed and ready, launches that bad boy, it doesn't work, he panics, trips, falls a couple times, and then scurries off. One of the finest crimes our nation has ever seen. A smooth operation. This is up there with the Zodiac Killer when it comes to mysteries. In fact, this man was never caught. Probably because the detectives were too busy laughing at him, but they never did catch this man. He could be out there still terrorizing meat stores to this day. Throwing bricks, bowling balls, perhaps even dropping full grand pianos through them, Looney Tunes style. This menace is still out there. And this is all we have to identify him, and the only proof of his existence. It's like a cryptid. We basically caught the not-so-slender man here. This guy is fucking incredible at everything involving disasters. It is perhaps the worst attempted robbery ever recorded. He's actually kind of a pioneer when it comes to attempted robberies, because this isn't the standard meta of robbing a place for money. Because this isn't a place where there would be any money in the shop or in the cash register. It's a fucking meat store. They only sell meat. So the only motivating factor here, the goal, wouldn't be money, it'd be more meat. Which is truly innovative, I would say, in the crime game. Just look at the way he's dressed. He looks like he's trying to audition to be a backup dancer in an old Bee Gees music video. I'd like to just play this one more time, start to finish here, because it's a masterpiece disaster. He must have just seen a brick as he was going for a midnight stroll, and then hatched this genius scheme here to get some more meat, but it all went downhill when he was defeated by the vibranium glass door. Real shame.